Real legend vibes.
Drive through the door like a hurricane spinning. Backhand gang always winning, never thinning. Bricks in the vision, stacking heights like a ladder. The first reckless graduate, nothing else matters. Taught by the ball, KG, the professor. Class full of hitters, no time for the lesser. Blueprint sharp, every line be surgical. Gang move wild, but the hustle's vertical. Shut up, there's a takeover anthem. Backhand gang, no pressure, no tantrum. Every with a bass, see the streets gon' feel it. Records on the rise, no way to conceal it. Backhand gang, backhand gang, backhand gang. What? Backhand gang, backhand gang.
Eventually we made it there, people. Eventually we made it there. Sorry, I'm very, very sorry about the lateness. Look, it's in the name. It's in the name, innit? Yeah, but let's not dwell on that, innit? Yeah, guys, please, before we go anywhere, make sure you smash the like, make sure you subscribe if you're new watching this, all the good stuff. Yeah, but let's get into it. Let's get into it today, innit? Because this was a subject that got brought up within the reckless community. And it's been a long time coming, this conversation, if I'm being quite honest with you, because I don't know about you, but from what I've been seeing recently on the internet, there's kind of like a little bit of a rise in racist interactions on the internet, if for want of a better phrase. Yeah, the racist propaganda is getting larger and larger. I mean, it's been like that for a while, but if I'm being honest with you, ever since the passing of Charlie Kirk as well, I think there's been a lot of people that have been a lot more bolder to come out and be a lot more brash when it comes to their racism. Like, things are floating around the internet. Look, I'm talking about from people like Bouncer calling out Elaine Payne, talking about boycotting Asian businesses, which is another reason why I'm actually kind of glad that I didn't do the show when I said I was going to do it, because, you know, a lot more came out after that about that kind of situation as well. We got people like Lily Gaddis, I don't even know how you say her name, doing blackface. If you don't know her, this is what she looks like. Well, this is what she looks like in blackface anyway. Yeah. We've got people like Nigel Farage saying that, you know, he used to be a nice racist, you know, he used to be racist in the nicest of ways, and also threatening to remove indefinite leave to remain for your granddads and your grandpas and your grandmas. Sorry, yeah. It's been, look, if your political leaders like President Trump are going after the Somali community and saying how he doesn't even want them here, just straight up and down, don't want them here, they're useless, they don't do nothing, how do you think the country is going to react? How do you think a country of people are going to feel about speaking up on things that are crazy right-wing opinions? But then there's also some clapback because some people in the black community are saying that the Somalis are trying to attach themselves to black people when before they never said they was black. And I've got some personal experience in that, which I'll share with you guys later. But boy, let's just say I've got a lot of clips for us to get into, yeah? So I tell you what, let's start with how this whole conversation got started in the first place, because you know what? It was on KG's channel that, you know, this conversation kind of got started, which kind of made me delve deeper into this subject. So let's get into it.
But the best Bellin can do is just keep his head down and just carry on as normal, innit? Don't give them anything to bite on, because like obviously Whitey's there.
Back though, because it does.
The thing is, if they push back, we know this, KG. If people push back, it just gets worse for them. The best thing to do is ignore it.
I don't know anymore. I don't know if that's the answer. Bro, this is the one thing in like that's not getting fixed in football, bro. It's the man them are so brazen.
Never mind just football, KG. It's not getting fixed. Just in general, yeah. There's so much going around the world today. Like, forget football.
About it, bro. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Like, I saw it. I won't even lie to you. I'm not even gonna try and make it too political today, but we're kind of here, bro. I saw a speech. I saw a presidential speech by the president in America. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say his name. I'm not gonna waste my time. Yeah, brother, man, what he said, yeah, I thought it was AI. I said, that can't be allowed.
Is it the thing that come out that I saw this morning about Somali? Was that real? People in the comments said it was AI.
No, bro.
I heard, brother, I'm gonna say, I heard the word, yeah, the Somali woman or something with the turban. I was like, brother, what do you mean with the turban?
Bro,
That's my thing.
he said, bro, you ain't called it a turban. He
I was
said,
like, bro, are you dumb?
bro, he called it, I said, that's rocking the turban, bro.
I thought it was
Bro.
AI, bro. When I was listening to it, I was like, turban. I was like, wait, what?
Bro, no, honestly, I said, bro, I thought it was AI so much to the point, all sorts of racism, bro. So now I'm like, wait a minute, that can't be real. Let me go and check. Let me go see the full thing. So I'm not like getting caught out by AI, bro.
Well, let me tell you, yeah, he wasn't bluffing, he wasn't chatting shit. It was real. And if you don't know what he was talking about, let me show you. I hope this is the right one. Yeah. So the president was caught in HDs. Listen, this man don't give a shit anyway. Let's just be honest. This man couldn't give a shit how he talks to the public. Yeah. I don't even know how he became president, but that's neither here nor there. Let me not even speak on that. Yeah. Let's speak on this. What? Why is nothing playing? Hey, what? Hey. Why is nothing playing? Hey, just remove yourself. Yeah, I don't even know which one that is now. Let me go try and see if let me remove you from the studio. Yeah, but let me get to what Donald Trump was saying. Is this the one? I hope.
And there is a beef between Ilhan Omar and the president, and she's also a politician. And so Donald Trump said something that was very, very controversial.
But when I watch what is happening in Minnesota, the land of 1,000 lakes or however many lakes they have, they got a lot of lakes, but this beautiful place, and I see these people ripping it off, and now I'm understanding, and you're going to look at that's I hear they ripped off Somalians, ripped off that state for billions of dollars, billions, every year, billions of dollars, and they contribute nothing. The welfare is like 88%. They contribute nothing. I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you, okay? Somebody would say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care.
Politician. And so Donald Trump said...
I went too far back, but do you know how crazy that is for a president, a person that's running a country to say, I don't care if it's politically correct. Like, I'm just going to say it anyway. I don't want them here. A whole group of people contribute nothing to his country, he said. Anyway, let me just let me keep it going.
Contribute nothing. I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you, okay? Somebody would say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country is no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country. I could say that about other countries, too. I can say it about other countries, too.
But he would also continue this rant.
Somalia, which is barely a country, you know, they have no anything. They just run around killing each other. We're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. These aren't people that work. These aren't people that say, let's go, come on, let's make this place great. These are people that do nothing but complain. They complain. And from where they came from, they got nothing. You know, they came from Paris.
Like seriously, where they came from, they got. Listen, bro, Africa is one of the richest countries in the world in terms of like the abundance of materials and stuff that everybody wants. Let's just be honest, yeah. Stuff that goes, materials that used to make mobile phones, diamonds, all those kind of things. People have pillaged Africa for, yeah. But it's crazy how you say, you know, they got these beautiful things, but they got nothing. You want a quick rewind? Hold on, I'll see if I can get a little rewind. Let's hear what you said.
Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. These aren't people that work. These aren't people that say, let's go, come on, let's make this place great. These are people that do nothing but complain. They complain. And from where they came from, they got nothing. You know, they came from paradise, and they said, this isn't paradise. But when they come from hell, and they complain and do nothing but bitch, we don't want them in our country.
How is he president of a country? Like, what the F is going on? The world is moving mad. The world is moving mad. And if he's allowed to say things like that about the Ethiopians, sorry, not about Ethiopians, sorry, about Somalians, yeah? Why do you think other world leaders are not going to start piping up? Because you know what? This is why I'm a little bit scared of Nigel Farage coming into power over here. The whole reform thing is starting to take some strides, really, and it's coming to fruition. I feel like it's going to happen soon, because when Labour starts moving like Conservatives, people don't know who to vote for anymore. Yeah. And when it's that divisive right now in the country about who people want to vote for, Conservatives were no good. Now we put Labour in power, but Labour are no good. Who do you turn to? The country's been going through a mad shift in like the way everything feels. There's a tension in the air. I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but I hope you guys understand what I mean, especially the people here living in the UK. I don't know how you feel about it in America, but here in the UK, it feels like there's tension been building, even through the summer with the Tommy Robinson marches and all that kind of stuff that was going on. It's so divisive. The argument over the flag, so divisive. But anyway, let me get into the next one, because you know what? Another person that was caught recently, which is another reason again why I'm happy I didn't do it on the day I said I was going to do it. Another person that was getting caught up in foolishness was Nigel Farage. And if anybody wants to say that, you know, reform isn't racist, Nigel Farage isn't racist, whatever, blah, 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 just have a little listen to this about what it was like back in the day, innit? Yeah. I don't know if anybody else has seen this, but the Shade Boy put this up, and I find it a little bit interesting. Let me remove this one. Let me stick with me now. Let's see if the Joe Knowledge is Joe Knowledging. Let's see if I can get this working. Let me share that screen. Share screen. Right, let's do this. So, share. Nothing happened. Hey, don't mess with me. What's going on?
Can I just get some clarity very quickly on?
Remove you, not you, not you. Wrong thing. Did it even share? Yeah, there it is. All right, this one. This one. Don't worry, I got too many clips right. Am I back? Am I back? I swear down. Listen, someone is trying to make me hide the truth today. Nobody wants me to speak the truth, yeah? I don't know what's going on. They're trying to censor me, people. All right, no. Let's see if this works now. Come on, no ramp for me. So yeah, this is what one of Nigel Farage's brethren from back in this. Well, I can't really call him a brethren, but someone who attended the same school as him. And some of the things that he used to say to this person. Have a little quick look.
The first time I'd ever been targeted for anti-Semitic abuse in my life, I have to say it was also the last time. I've never remotely had anyone say anything like that to me. I was between the ages of 13 and 14. And I should add, that's why, because it was a long time ago and we were very young, when I was first approached to talk about this back in 2013, I felt that it was an unfair thing to do. And it was only after Farage began denying it that I kind of thought, well, I've got to say something. There's no way that he couldn't remember
Farage say to you when you were both at Dulwich College together?
Well, he regularly would come up to me and say Hitler was right. And he'd also come up to me and he'd go, gas them.
Are you Jewish?
Yes, I'm Jewish. It was the first time a number of people not only corroborate my experience, but their own experience.
I mean, I've witnessed it as well. Peter, we were good friends at school. He's even sleepover at our house in the past, and I've heard it live. And I've always thought, well, that's strange. Why would you have such a
Pause. Did that man say sleepovers? Allow it.
view? I mean, anybody who wasn't white would likely have a comment. Anybody who was not white would he'd go up to and go useless or send them home, or Edward, what's his name, Mosley, he used to say those sort of things, draw NF all over his school books with pride. And that's what he used to do. That was, you know, it was just like odd.
We were in the same class. I think we were practically neighboring desks because we were seated in alphabetical order. Whenever he saw me, it was almost like a kind of gut reflex when he saw me. I just learned to throw a kind of protective cloak over myself and ignore him. That experience marked me. And, you know, anti-Semitism is often called the oldest hatred. And when I think of the oldest hatred, it's Nigel Farage's face that I absolutely see in front of me. The regularity, the intention with which he did this to so many pupils of different races, another Jewish pupil younger than me, who remembers Farage and his pals waiting outside Jewish Assembly to taunt and bait the kids coming out.
Nigel Farage says that he didn't say any of these things with intent.
It's also
Now that's a mad thing to say, innit? Like, you never said anything with intent. Like, you see, if you're saying stuff like talking about gas chambers and Hitler was right and all that kind of stuff, bro, how can you be saying that without intent? Those kind of words can't come out of your mouth without intent. But let's just hear what he had to say exactly in it, yeah, because he does actually respond to this.
Did you racially abuse fellow pupils when you were at school?
No, this is 49 years ago, by the way. 49 years ago. Have I ever tried to take it out on any individual on the basis of where they're from? No.
And take what out exactly? This is what you got to listen to what people are saying sometimes. Take what out exactly? I never tried to take it out on people from a different background. What are you taking out on them exactly? What are you angry about? Why are you so angry? What's happened? What are you taking out on them? Think about what he's saying. Something's got, anyway, just science, isn't it?
At school, categorically on the record, you did not racially abuse fellow pupils.
I would never, ever do it in a hurtful or insulting way.
That's not...
No. What do you mean you never did it in a hurtful or insulting way? That is mad. He wants to be prime minister. That's all I'm saying. He wants to be prime minister. Anyway, finish off.
Quite the same as not doing it.
It's 49 years ago. It's 49 years ago.
What difference is it? What difference to the time?
Isn't it? Well, you know, I just entered my teens. Can I remember everything that happened at school? No, I can't. Have I ever been part of an extremist organisation or engaged in direct, unpleasant personal abuse, genuine abuse on that basis? No.
You're not quite... That's very, very caveated. You're not quite ruling this out. The question is, did you ever racially abuse fellow pupils in school? No. You've caveated it with a hurtful way.
Not with intent.
What do you mean not with intent? I don't understand what you mean by not with intent. What does that mean?
You wouldn't do.
But what does that mean?
No.
No what? Did you racially abuse?
No what? Exactly. I wish they had continued, yeah. No what indeed, yeah. Because I'm not being funny, bro. Yes or no, like Steffi says, yeah, yes or no is the answer in it, yeah. You can't be beating around the bush on something like this. Did you or did you not racially abuse some people? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. The fact that you said I never did it with intent makes no sense to me, because the fact that it's coming out your mouth, it's intent. No, we all do things. You know what? You would have been better off continuing on that rhetoric about, it was 40 years ago. I didn't know what I was doing. I was a stupid kid. You're better off going down that road. Don't tell me I didn't do it with intent. Once it's said, there's intention behind it. Unless you don't know what kind of world you're living in, because you knew exactly what you was talking about. No matter how old you were, you knew who Hitler was, you knew what happened to the Jews, and you knew that that would be a very sensitive subject to be bringing up or talking about somebody saying that that person was white to wipe out a whole group of people. Genocide is what that was, that you're backing up, bro. Genocide. But anyway, and this is people, and these are the people that want to lead us into the next coming years. Yeah. These are the people that want to lead your country. Be careful, people. Be careful what you wish for, because I see reform getting a lot of backing these days, and I don't know what the country's going to look like after reforming it. Because you know what? As that is being said, actually, that brings me to I think it's this one, where KG was speaking to Abs, and you know what? It does make me question: are we scared to go back home? Are we scared to go back home? But anyway, this is what Abs and KG had to say about that. Let's listen to that real quick.
To add myself when you spoke about the Trump thing, because I also thought it was a lie. Right?
If we went wrong.
But you know the craziest thing is the actions that's happened afterwards. They're going to send ICE to the most packed Somali state in America to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Do you know how crazy the world we're in right now?
Bro,
and by the way,
to be able to say
everyone feels that reform is going to come into power in the UK. I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited because send me back, send all of us back. See your country drop in. No.
Where are we going?
Brother, let them try and send all the colored people and watch your country burn, bro. That is as simple as that.
No, bro, Abs, you're not going back to Niger, bro.
What do you mean I'm not going back to Niger? Was I not born there?
Bro, I'm telling you right now, Abs, we're not even, you see right now,
This is the problem. And this is why, by the way, this is why they get away with this, This is why they get away, because you man are too scared to return back home. That's why they get away with insulting you on top of your head, conking your head every year to tell you we're going to send you back. If you weren't scared, you go back.
I'm not getting back.
This guy, this is what I'm saying. This is the control.
Don't care anymore.
This is the control.
Don't care.
Hey, look, Abs, let me tell you right now,
Thank you, Hawkins. This is the control.
Don't say, wait, listen, See your lifestyle and amenities and style that you like to live. You see that I see these American people say, listen, I'm going back to the motherland. You don't know the stress in Nigeria. You know the way to say, listen, I'm getting back to the source, I'm getting back to the motherland, and I just want to live, I want to live off the land and rent. When they show you shege in Nigeria.
When they show you, I don't know what shege is, so I ain't even going to try and pretend. But I do understand the argument, Now, for me, I'm not a British national, I'm not a British national. So when we hear these conversations about, are we afraid to go back home? I'm a bit like Abs. I actually came over here when I was 7 years old as well. And I've been here ever since. But I do not actually have a British passport. I only have a Jamaican passport. So I would come underline with stuff that Nigel Farage has been saying about, he would take away indefinite leave to remain for certain folks that live here. I don't know if I fall into that category or not, but who knows? I mean, there was questions asked of him about pensioners and people who are not working. So who knows? Who knows? Because imagine you are working and then you lose your job. Where do you fall in there? Do you have a certain amount of time before you have to then get kicked back to your country? What's going to be the rules around that? Who knows? But let's hear what he actually had to say when Sky was asking him questions about that same subject.
On benefits, but has indefinite leave to remain at the moment. Will they be deported? Is that exactly what the policy is? And if so, do you expect legal challenges on that? And if I may, just a second question, what about pensioners who have indefinite leave to remain? They won't be able to apply for a work visa because they're not working anymore, but they may have been in this country for decades.
let us deal with the main objective of today's press conference. It's to wake everybody up to the Boris wave. It's to wake everybody up to the sheer irresponsibility of the last government and the massive impending cost that will have on this country for decades and decades to come. That is the primary reason that we're sitting here talking with you today. Yes, it is true. There are those here on indefinite leave to remain that are living on benefits. Will we be free from legal challenges? Well, of course, having cut out the Human Rights Act, the European Court in Strasbourg, British courts will be free to make judgments that are the right judgments, which they're not at the moment. We are not for a minute pretending the easy thing to do. It'll be complex. It'll come in many. Do intend to address it. So, yeah, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, completely agree. I mean, look,
has indefinite leave to remain at the moment.
Hold on.
So, yeah, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, completely agree. I mean, look,
sitting next to him, you fucking lad. What are you you dickhead? He's talking about you too, you fool. You see you I should chat. You fool. You know what, yeah? Anybody that's off colour and in reform, you're a dickhead. Yeah? You're a dickhead. Yeah, because once they're done with everybody else, they'll be like, so your time here's up. What do you want? What do you want? Because you know what, yeah, that leads, you know what, that's perfect segue, actually. That's a perfect segue into the next thing that I wanted to talk about. Because you know what? It's not only white people you have to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Racism comes in all shapes and forms. And you know what? The far right have been recruiting people of color as well. They've been recruiting people of color as well. And I don't know what they think they're going to benefit from it. People like the Hodge twins. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know who they are. I wish I had a picture. I didn't even think of them before when I made this video, but the people like the Hodge twins, moving mad. They're mixed race twins that are on the internet, and when I tell you, they talk some crazy shit about black people. You know, I'm gonna have to find a clip of theirs before this is finished, actually. Yeah, they talk some crazy shit about black people. But yeah, do you know what? Let me remove this guy because I'm tired of looking at his face. Yeah, he doesn't want to leave. Okay, there we go. Remove. Yeah, let me show you something else. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know. These guys are pretty famous, and if you watch KG's channel, I know you know that clip. Again, yeah, fresh and fit. These dickheads, yeah, they're always mingling with people with extreme opinions. Let's just say that. People like Nick Fuentes and other people in those kind of demographics, yeah, on the internet. If you know what those kind of guys are about, boy, they're racist and they don't care. They'll tell you to your face, yeah. But there was this guy called Poetic Flacco, right? No, sorry, not Poetic Flacco. Sorry, there was a guy called Women's Propaganda, right? Now he was on the Fresh and Fit podcast, and you know, just watch it. Just watch it. Watch this because I don't want to spoil it for you. Yeah. He loves saying the N-word. He loves saying the N-word, yeah. And let's just say he got himself in trouble for some of his far-right views. Watch this.
Screen. Nah.
Fresh and Fit have a lot of people in the far-right networks on their show. And one of these guys is called Hayden McDougal, also known as Woman Propaganda. He's a guy that has kind of a unique outfit. He always wears like a shirt and tie when he's online. And typically he comes on to Fresh and Fit. He is anti-Israel. And then he's also very anti-black. And there was a sad situation in which he was on the show in front of some young black women when this happened. You can leave.
Come on, girl. Let's
You
go.
haven't contributed to the show?
You know what? No comment.
They don't want you here.
No comment.
Yeah, no comment.
No comment.
No comment.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies.
Okay.
No comment.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Carrying on.
Well, should I say the N-word as she walks out?
Yeah. Do it.
Should I yell it?
Do it. Yeah, I'll do a Roman while you do it.
All right. All right. Get the out of here, you stupid nigger!
Now, the guys were there basically sitting around, not saying anything. I'm talking about Fresh and Fit, okay? They're sitting around smiling. But then this happens.
Bro, you can't be saying that type of stupid, bro.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Yeah, now you violating. You can't be violating like that.
You just said the N-word?
Straight up. You can't be violating like that.
Like, someone can just, like, take this.
Oh, everybody's getting off now? Oh, this is great.
I did it last time too.
So here, it sounds like one of the producers in the background said, hey man, you can't do this. Now this is interesting because Fresh and Fit are laughing and their own employees is telling the guy that this is not cool. So the black women get out. They're being disrespected as they're leaving. They're not hitting anybody. They're just leaving. And then he even says, I did this the last time. Then one of the ladies decide to check Fresh.
Women propaganda, he went crazy and he was racist and you were just there saying nothing. How does that make you feel? Like,
you mean some words?
mm-hmm. He said the N-word and you're an African American and you just let it happen.
You mean a word?
So his response is, you mean a word? Why would I get mad for a word?
What a fucking pussy. Yeah? You heard what I said. You know what? Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Yeah. Even if I'm not telling you, I'm not saying you have got to throw hands. I'm not saying that you got to get up there and start a fight. Yeah. But you have no idea how much he doesn't respect you. But you're a cock anyway. Yeah. You're a big cock. I don't even know how to, you're, anyway, people like this. Yeah. This is what I'm saying about black people as well being, or should I say, sorry, people of color, because I know that Fresh Fit, I don't even know which one is which, yeah. Myron doesn't believe that he's black, you know, he's Sudanese, you know, but they still call you a sand nigger behind your back, bro. That's what will happen. They will call you a sand nigger behind your back, yeah. That's what will happen. It don't matter where you're from, bro. You can't hang around with people that are happy to say the N-word with a hard R. And by the way, we're going to talk about that shit too, because I don't care if it's with a hard R or not, yeah. Stop fucking saying it. All of you, everybody, just stop it, because this is what I'm saying. You're allowing people like this to have these kind of arguments with you, saying that, you know what, it's all right for me to say these words. It's all right for me to be saying these things, yeah? Yeah? Fuck that. This is why, do you know what? This is why that Lily Gaddis bitch thought that she could do something like, hold on, let me see if I got that loaded. This is why Lily Gaddis, the blackface, yeah, she did blackface and then started crying over the internet about how she got demonetized and how she ain't making money. But it blows my mind what people think that they're allowed to get away with, and under the rhetoric of it's free speech, buddy. It's free speech. If you can say that word, I can say that word too. But anyway, listen to this. Listen to this. There we go. Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's this one.
Found impactful work when in fact all they're doing is lowbrow grifting. Nothing is impactful, nothing is intelligent, nothing is smart about what they're doing. It's all lowbrow, low level, low hanging fruit grifting. Let's take a look at some of the profound, impactful work that Lily Gaddis can't believe she got canceled for.
What? Black women, you tear your hair out by the roots. You put every sort of chemical on your hair to straighten it out, despite being so proud of being black. And then you wonder why you have alopecia. And then you guys fight all the time. And yet you wear massive hoop earrings. You wear weaves in your hair. You wear fake eyelashes. You wear fake nails. All of these things are not conducive to fighting, okay? So let me give you advice. Let me turn this racist stream around into something positive.
About we're sick. They truly, in their minds, believe they are putting out profound.
Hello? Is this better now? Hi guys, hold on. I'm moving better now because I heard it was just lagging a little bit. Like, is this better? Let's just, yeah? Am I good? Yeah, that looks like I'm good now. All right. Let's try that one again. Let's watch this one again. This is about Lily Gaddis, who did blackface. I don't know how much of that you heard or how much of that you saw, but I'm going to play it again anyway.
For work, when in fact, all this is lowbrow grifting. Nothing is impactful, nothing is intelligent, nothing is smart about what they're doing. It's all lowbrow, low level, low. Let's take a look at some of the profound, impactful work that Lily Gaddis can't believe she got canceled for.
What? Black women, you tear your hair out by the roots. You put every sort of chemical on your hair to straighten it out, despite being so proud of being black. And then you wonder why you have alopecia. And then you guys fight all the time. And yet you wear massive hoop earrings. You wear weaves in your hair. You wear fake eyelashes. You wear fake nails. All of these things are not conducive to fighting, okay? So let me give you advice. Let me turn this racist stream around into something positive. Okay, black women, listen up. Listen up. A black woman is speaking. When you are fighting, when
Man, they trying to fuck me up. Ah, I swear they're trying to censor me. Am I in here twice? What is this? What is this? Remove that. Well, I swear down. I don't know what to do anymore. They're actually trying to censor me. They're shadow banning me. Yeah, they're trying to. Nah. Do you know what's mad about that? All my clips that I had loaded up in the studio are gone. Fucking taking a piss. Pav, yo, Pav's in the studio. Let me bring Pav in for a second while I sort out some of these clips. Yo, bro.
Yo. Yeah, it's been like it's even like your graphic settings, it's like not even like 480p or nothing, bro. It's like really pixelated.
No, but right now,
Since we're in the talking about deportation, maybe you need to get your internet providers deported, bro.
bro, I'm with EE. They're supposed to be good.
Yeah, that's where you're going wrong, bro. You either got to go to Virgin Media to get the fiber broadband. But yeah, EE they bounce off other providers, innit? They don't have their own thing. They're just bouncing off other people. You got to get rid of them, bro.
Yeah, this is over. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm trying so hard to keep the stream going. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Who else is in the background? Because if you're lagging out, at least there's a couple of us here.
Do you know what? Yeah, if anybody else wants to pull up, hit the link in it. Yeah, because I do want to have this conversation anyway. It's going to become a conversation show, anywho. Yeah, I was just trying to bring up all these clips because I've not even touched on some of the stuff that was happening with Bouncer and Elaine the Pain. You know, I don't know if anybody's seen what was going on with that. I still got to touch on that as well because the racism is not just one-sided. Yeah, it seems like it's making everybody bait to talk about whatever they want and just think that it's okay. Have you heard about the Elaine the Pain situation and about, saying boycott Asian businesses and all that kind of shit?
I'll be honest, I don't even know who she is, bro.
Okay, so yeah, let me see if I got it to hand. Let me see if this will work while I'm talking to you. So recently, Bounce has been going back and forth with woman called Elaine Payne, yeah, and she's
Mm.
always about like.
Yeah, you're gone again, bro. You're gone. Joe is gone. You might need to reset your whole Wi-Fi router, Joe, if you can hear me. Yeah, he's a goner, people, man. But since Joe's gone, let's talk about our savior, Donald Trump. No, he's back. He's back.
I'm
You
back.
there?
I'm back. I don't know what's going on,
You
man.
might, you might, you know what, Joe? You might need to go
Horrendous.
reset your router.
I'm doing that right now. Yeah, I'm connected to my phone right now, so I don't know if it looks terrible or what. Yeah, but I'm connected to my phone at the moment. Yeah, so it might be a little bit more laggy than usual, or is this better?
It looks better, to be fair.
Well, then we might have to stay here. Then we might just have to stay here on the phone settings.
There is a bit. It
But
does
anyway,
drop out a little bit,
bring up
but
that. It's better than cutting off, at least. Better than cutting off. Hold on. Let me get that. Let me get the pain video up. Is it? Yeah. Okay. Let me bring in a couple other people. What's going on, young
before you
puppy?
play,
Antonio in the house as well.
it, that clip that you were showing
Yeah.
of was that character's name, Lily. Is that person black or she
Yeah.
doing blackface?
She's doing blackface.
Oh, you taking the piss?
No,
Bro, are you
seriously.
taking the piss? Are you taking the piss? Bro.
Bro, I just had to ask because I swear I heard her say that as a black person. I was like, wait, is she like
Yeah.
just like a weird shade of black, or is she like actually black?
Brother, you're taking the piss. You might have to get Sidney for that.
Wait, Joe, I was about to say, do a speed test real quick. Go to speedtest.com and see if it's your internet or is it like your computer or whatever you're using.
Well, right now, I might have to go and do that in a minute because I'm connected to my phone right now, innit? I'm connected to my
Oh,
phone,
okay,
so I
so
know
your
that
phone,
speed
okay.
is great.
Yeah.
So now I'm connected to my phone after all that shit that was happening in it. So I've just reset the router. I'm gonna try and connect back to it in a minute. But let me just play this video quick. If it's lagging, let me know, yeah? 1 second. So this is about the Elaine Payne stuff, yeah, and boycotting black business and how she was talking about a certain Asian man as well. 1 second.
Hope it weren't me.
Directly just tried to rub you out. He just put something in there and said, because he's getting attacked. You get me? He's getting attacked. He keeps getting attacked. There's loads of coins flying this way. Not everyone is internet ready to can just ignore that. You get me? So now we're gonna play what you said. Now I'm highlighting this and I'm just putting it out there. I'm highlighting. Now we're gonna play everything what you said. Watch this.
Mr. Ku Klux Klan, I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to, but let me introduce myself. I am Elaine to the motherfucking pain, you understand? And I don't know what the fuck you've got going on. I don't give a fuck about you or Young Spray's rival and what kind of beef you have. I don't give a fuck. He mentioned your name. He said we boycott you. You look very fucking Asian to me. So yes, we are boycotting you.
So I want you to understand, yeah, that is racist, bro. That's racist. I'm watching it and I'm telling, man, this is just racist. It's racist, bro. Get me? You look Asian to me, so we're boycotting you. As a black man, that is racist, bro. Get me? That is racist. Cool.
I 100% agree. Like, it's racism. How do you feel? Pav, you're an Asian man, right? How do you feel about that when you hear those kind of words?
What's the actual story? So this lady wants what, black people to boycott Asian businesses, or what? Just a singular person?
Yeah. So no. Well, it's Asian business in general. Yeah. She's saying, so basically because he's Asian, we shouldn't be working with him. So basically, she doesn't want anybody of black descent to be messing with anybody's businesses from Asian descent. I don't even know where we're going to buy our food from anymore, because you know how much Asian man own them meat
But
restaurants.
why is she saying that? What's the story for her to say that?
Yeah, I love a little Asian food too. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I
What's the
mean? Like,
story there? Because I need to know the story, because I told you I don't really follow into a lot of this stuff. Like, you're gonna have to
you're not
kind of give me
internet.
a quick backstory.
Well, the backstory goes that she was invited on a show with a guy called Young Spray. Yeah. Now, Young Spray at the moment's got some tension with okay. Yeah, with Mr. Internet Ready, which I apparently I'm not right now because I'm moving mad. But I'm going to try and reconnect to the other thing right now. But yeah, so them two had a little bit of a falling out. She got invited on the show, and then she started catching some strays. Well, she was giving out the strays to this guy called what's his name? Oh, I forget his name. I forget the other guy's name. Poet, I think his name is. Yeah.
Oh.
Hello.
Yeah, go on. We can hear you.
Okay, I thought it got lost there. So yeah, to a guy called Poet, yeah, and I think that's how it all got started. So she gets mixed up in the beef now. He says something about her, like talking about her weight a little bit, and then she just went off on one. This was her response to him talking about her weight. He's Asian. He's a jacket. We shouldn't be. He's just basically dressing up in our culture. Show us a picture of your dad. She was saying all of these things. Show us a picture of your dad.
Who's Asian? Poet?
Poet.
Is he?
Hold on, my connection is horror. Someone said. Is it still, what am I connected to now? Can you guys hear me in the studio? Yeah,
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. We can hear you.
Fine.
Okay, good. All right.
Is Poet Asian?
You can hear me. Let me just make sure I'm getting the names right as well, you know, because I could have just got fucked up a little bit there. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the name is Poet still.
Isn't he?
Where is
I'm sure if you're on about Poet, but I swear that guy's black, bro.
Not Poet. Stop. Whoa. Stop. It's not Poet. It's not
I was gonna
Poet
say.
before I start. It's not Poet. It's not Poet. What's this guy's name? Hold on, before I make any mistakes. 1 second. It's an Asian guy, and his name is. Oh, fucking hell. I really can't find it now. You know, when you start chatting about something, then you can't find what you're talking about. I'll show you a picture of him, though. Right, so this is a picture. Hold on, you can't see that, can you? No, my light's getting in the way.
No, we can't see it.
I'll tell you what. So I'm gonna watch some of this, see if I can get. Yeah. But Young Spray, yeah. Young Spray is the person that's got beef with all these other people, yeah. And because she went on his show, like I said, she got caught up in the hype in it, yeah. And that's why it's all been going nuts. Right, there we go. But yeah, apart from that, bro, though. You feel offended, like coming from the black community?
What, a singular person say to boycott all Asian businesses? Or don't go in there?
Not a single person. She did recently just lose her TikTok, but she had a massive following. Do you know what I mean? I think she popped up during the times when, you know, there was a lot of like black tension and all that. And do you remember the Aki situation when there was an Asian shop that got found out for selling like Aki to black people that was off? And if you know what Aki is, yeah, it's the Jamaican national dish, right? And if you eat it though, if it's off, it can actually kill you. It's not something that you can fuck with, yeah. And ever since then, people started talking about stuff about people not caring about how black people take their food. They don't really understand or know about it. So there was a lot of tension around that a couple of years ago. Ever since then, she
Yeah, Joe, your other connection might be better.
Yeah.
This is bad now.
But
It's really bad now.
You meant like Aki and Soulfish, right?
I'm glad again.
Your connection's gone, Joe, bro.
Yeah, your connection is done.
I love Aki and Saltfish. What you chat about?
Your connection's gone, Joe.
Joe, just
Yeah.
making sure that
Joe,
you,
run
you
to
know,
the McDonald's
you know,
and
we're on the
ask.
same page.
Nah, that's a violation. Connor saying that the Mackey's Wi-Fi is better than
Yeah,
your house,
no, it
bro.
wasn't poet, by the way.
That's
It
what I'm
wasn't
saying. Do a
poet
speed test real
Shut.
quick. Okay, now it's better. Now it's better. Yeah.
There we go.
No, it wasn't poet.
But,
It wasn't poet, by the way.
Clue.
I said Clue. I
It's
said
Clue.
that. Clue, a South London rapper from Junction. You said it's racist to she's being racist, isn't it? To the Asian, she's being racist to the Asian community. And then she started calling him. She started calling him Asian to just add to the more further racism. She started calling him Asian, saying he's not really black. And then it's escalated.
Asking about showing pictures of your dad. She was like, "Show me pictures of your dad," and this guy's dad's dead. By the way. Yeah, it's all this kind of shit that was going on. It was getting out of hand. If I'm getting quite honest, it was getting out of hand, and I think that's where people like Bouncer came out to like exclude himself from this kind of chat, innit? Because back in the day, I think a lot of black people were standing with when she was talking keep money like the black community and stuff like that. But when you start talking, you're hating a whole group of people that everybody wants to be with you, innit? We've been through that kind of situation before as people of color.
Listen, I get her idea, but the whole execution is wrong, bro. That's what I'm saying. And her thing's not new anyway. Her idea. But the way she's going about it is wrong.
Vendetta, innit? When people have personal vendettas, it never comes across good. Yeah? Just like when I was playing the Nigel Farage video earlier. Now, for you to become a politician and tell me that none of your views are mirrored in hate after hearing some of the stuff that you were saying back in the day, how can we believe you? Do you understand what I mean?
I can't lie, I did miss some of them clips. I got Joel. I did miss a few.
Joe, the thing, the on that woman that you're on about, it just seems like she's just trying to start like some sort of divide. Because all it really takes is a few people. And the next thing you know, shops are getting smashed, people's businesses getting smashed, or they're getting robbed. Yeah, it's just someone trying to cause like some sort of they want beef between two like communities, if you call it that. That's how I see it. Like
communities as well have so much in common. Like black and brown people, yeah. Even most races actually, yeah, that are not white, to be fair, we share a lot of similarities, and people don't, even white people, we share so much similarities, but everybody's beefing. Yeah, that's why I don't understand this. You know, the thing where certain black people think that you can't be racist because people are being racist towards you. It don't count. It don't work that way. Yeah, you start doing something that someone else is doing, just makes you like them. Do you understand?
Bro, I've seen like Asian shop owners be like stereotypical or show like racist kind of like attitude towards a black person because in their minds it's been fixed that black people are all bad. They're gonna rob you, they're gonna do this and that and that. And the same vice versa, like you'll have black people who will be stereotypical against another color, white, brown, whatever, innit? Chinese, whatever. It's everywhere, innit? But that's what I mean. It's just like I don't see it going away. But it's just in you. It's people who like her who are driving that wedge, and it makes it worse.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot easier to promote hate nowadays than it is to promote anything else. Because when, like, say you open up Twitter nowadays, like the first few posts you'll see, it'll just be about something to do with race, something to do with our religion. No matter where you go for it.
Yeah, mine's is totally different. I ain't gonna lie. Mine's is more so advertising to their fans.
I don't look at them, so I don't see it.
Yeah, my like algorithm's the same way. It's more about hate than anything else now on Twitter. But like, I feel like it's
Yeah.
designed that way nowadays, though.
Yeah,
This-
because
you
like
just
that's all you'll ever see nowadays when you open up Twitter or you open up X is just this like whatever you call it.
Mate,
shit.
mine is just like just every day there's a new article that a migrant's raped a youngster or in
Yeah.
Italy or
Yeah,
thingy. It's
same.
just that. It's just like that. It's just like these people have come off the boat, Afghan national or whatever national, rapes 15-year-old, blah blah, 6 years in jail. It's gonna cost us 250 grand. All this shit. I'm like, right. Um, but yeah, it's a mess. Like a lot of these countries are in a mess. If I'm being honest.
So you're saying that like it's also being perpetuated by the media, then, is what you're getting at, yeah?
Yeah.
These situations.
It's not even like I don't even. I don't even think it's the media though. I think it's just people on social media that can make revenue off it by promoting hate. It's like there was this guy from I don't want to say the wrong country. I think it was Pakistan or Afghanistan. He was setting up fake Facebook pages about taking the country back, posting all the flags, everything like that. Getting a lot of old people on Facebook to support it. Getting his mates involved to comment on the right post to like influence on Facebook, and he was making money off it. He was sat in Pakistan doing that, acting like he was a British
Bro,
national.
they're doing it in India as well, bro. They're doing it in India. They're doing it in Nigeria.
And it's just
Yeah.
like promoting hate makes money. It makes revenue. If I
Yeah,
can
it does.
aggravate 5 people, I know I'm going to get 5 people responding to them 5 people. If only like whoever responds, and it'll just cascade, make the post more more prominent, and it'll just get more people going.
See, that's why like I really don't understand like how people don't understand what's going on with Twitter right now with Elon Musk. Ever since he took over Twitter or X, as you call it now, it's when like really right wing where like he believes in free speech, but all he's doing is like putting hate out there, making it easier for people to make money off of the hate and allowing like voices that shouldn't be heard to be heard. And it seems like it's louder,
Yes.
but it's just like social media
Yes.
is making it look like it's worse, but it's just how people actually feel and like they're making money off of this. They're making money off of pain right now, and it's like weird to see. And people are like, I don't know. I want to get off of Twitter, but like at the same time, I use it a lot. It's just a
Yeah.
toxic like hate relationship right now that I have with it.
That's the thing that's been driving me mental with it is because I'm sick of seeing the most low IQ posts on there, but like I still use it for football news. I still use it for other forms of entertainment, and I don't want to see the amount of hate that I'm seeing. It's like I've just gone on there to scroll now. It's the iconic Beatles photo. Joe, you see them walking across the like the thingy. Someone's drew on it, and they've edited it, Joe, like in a way of like London in 2030, and it's people wearing balaclavas, carrying guns, carrying Palestine flags, and like walking across like the Beatles thing. And it's like it's got how many likes? It's got 10k likes, 66,000 views, 1.5 retweets, and it's just you go into the comments and it's just a cesspit of hate. And I don't want to say the word I want to say, but it begins with an R and it describes how their IQ, like it describes like their mental state.
It's not a new thing, bro. This is saying because this. I'm glad that who said that, Antonio, about the Twitter thing, yeah, because when platforms allow people to just say whatever they want, whenever they want, and to say it's protected under free speech, I think that's what's making things like this louder. Do you know what I mean? They stopped the whole red pill situation because they saw how people was moving mad, yeah. But now they're allowing these political right wing people to try and make money and clout off basically just being a racist and telling you to your face. Do you know what I mean? Because even that woman that I was talking about earlier, yeah, that what's her name again? The one that did the blackface, yeah. The one that did the blackface. He went on to what's his name? Pierce Morgan's show, yeah, and she basically just told us, look, I'm a racist, and so what? But this is even people like that can't even survive out there anymore because they don't want you to be that blatant. Yeah, they don't want you to be blatant enough to go, "Oh, I'm a racist," because then you get cancelled. Yeah, they want you to be just racist enough, but not too racist. Do you know what I mean? So that
They want you-
blackface too far.
They want you to be somewhat. They want you to be racist enough to get the votes, but not racist enough to where the point where you won't appeal to the majority of people. That's what they want from you.
So when you do things like this, yeah. So I'm going to show you that same Lily Gaddis woman as well when she went on to Piers Morgan's show, yeah, and she did this. Anyway, have a look.
Stupid. Like she's too dumb for her own good. You see, Lily, when you look around and you look at the other people who are pretty popular and thriving in this space, they left some room of plausible deniability.
It's got a little
Right?
sugar
You
in it,
know,
tank.
like those racist conservatives, like who their entire rhetoric is racist, but then they'll say, "Oh, I'm not racist. I have black friends I like." How dare you say I'm racist? You leave some plausible deniability to where you're still able to assimilate a mainstream media, right? You're still able to come around and do certain things and move and shake. During her first appearance on a mainstream outlet, it became perfectly clear this chick isn't cut out for mainstream. She isn't cut out for a career in public speaking or a career as a thought leader because she absolutely fumbled the bag during her first appearance. Even the biggest and saddest right-wing racist grifters know you don't go on a mainstream outlet and just expose yourself. A lot of these people, they go on platforms like Piers Morgan and they play the low, right? And they kind of dilute their opinions. They play the 50, they play the middle, don't really, give their extreme opinions because they want to get invited back and they kind of feel like you kind of have to operate from within. Lily Gaddis, after like a brief interrogation by Piers Morgan, absolutely crumbled, folded under pressure, just exposed herself completely. And this was the beginning of her downfall because once you admit you are an openly racist, there's really no reason for anybody to take you seriously. Like nobody is inviting you on to debate you. Like you are an open racist. Like nothing you have to say is going to be valuable. You have to at least play the 50, I like all people. I'm not racist. I just like my people more. You got to play rhetoric like that to be accepted. But she just embarrassed herself, crumbled, exposed herself.
A disgusting racist woman who repeatedly spews the M-word, first at a young child and then at the person taking the video of her, does it with complete impunity, does it numerous times. We are talking about a bona fide, unquestionable racist. So I don't understand why what you've just said to me bears any relation to white unity or anything that you've just said. She's just a racist. Isn't she? You wouldn't dispute that.
It's not about her. It's not about her. It's about
it is about
people
her.
coming together and supporting another white person. And it doesn't matter.
Why would you want to support a white racist?
Because I want to support free speech, and you cannot have free speech in the country.
No, that's fine. You can support free speech, but you also have to be accountable for what you say. She is. I mean, would you use the M-word out of interest?
Yes.
You would?
I do quite frequently.
You use the M-word quite frequently. Well, why? Other than the fact you're a despicable racist. Are you?
Some would say I am. I guess according to the ADL, I'm a white supremacist. I'm a neo-Nazi.
Yeah, well, if you use the M-word repeatedly, you are a racist then, are you? Are you?
Sure, I'll embrace that. If that means forwarding helping white people achieve freedom of speech, real freedom of speech, which, by the way, Shiloh Hendricks is being attacked on all fronts. They're trying to bring legal charges against her. They're trying to get her children taken away. So you were saying Carmelo Anthony, it doesn't matter. That's a different
Sorry, but just to be
thing.
clear, you just said to me you use the N-word regularly. In what context? Do you use it with black people?
Yes, if it's appropriate.
When would it be appropriate to use the N-word? When would it be appropriate?
Anytime I feel like it.
So you're an unashamed racist.
He said what?
Well, do you understand that makes you a despicable human being?
I guess so. I don't really care. I mean,
she was invited on to discuss Shiloh Hendricks. You know Shiloh Hendricks, right? Like the woman who called the 5-year-old autistic kid the hard ER, the N-word with the hard ER, her. She was invited on to talk about that woman. And she spent the latter part of an hour defending that woman for calling the 5-year-old an hard ER, the hard N-word.
Now, again, I don't care about if the hard ER or not in it. Yeah, everybody needs to stop with this whole hard ER business. But that one's acceptable, but this one ain't acceptable. Let's just make it very clear how I feel about the N word and the ER and the whatever. Yeah, it doesn't make a fucking difference. Yeah, all it was. The only reason why people say it with an A is because it was New York's accent. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, that's how it used to start. Yeah, so if someone comes up to you and calls you with an ER, bro, I was watching something the other day with was it Dillian? What his name is? The guy that does the pred hunting, the pred catches. Yeah, that Dejan, whatever his name is,
Gideon
was talking to the police officer, and it's like he said to the police officer, "Come on, man." N-word, yeah, and the officer said, "Don't call me an N-word with an ER," right? And he was like, "Oh my god, you said it with an ER." I'm like, bro, he's just saying what you said, but he just doesn't talk like you. Do you understand what I'm saying? He said, "Do not call me that," but then you took offense because he said with ER, bro. I can't be bothered sometimes with dealing with certain people. Yeah, their mentality is like that. Yeah,
I have a slight disagreement with that. Okay, are you finished there, or you keep going?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me jump in on that because I understand that sentiment. Obviously, I'm black as well, so I understand where like both things come from. But with the ER and the A, of course, both of them are still the N word. So I see like they're both taking offense. But for me, it's the intent behind it because I understand with the ER that is used like to kind of put down black people like in slavery, those days where they used to have slave owners and say it. With the A, they're trying to kind of desensitize it.
See what you're saying right there, though, yeah.
Don't tell me you allow white people to say it.
No, I'm not saying I allow it, but there's a difference in the intent. Do you get what I mean? It's like murder and it's like manslaughter. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say to you is though, bro, yeah, you see what you're saying right there, yeah, that back in the day it was used with an ER, yeah. Well, guess what? Nobody. Do you think any of them slaves then was calling each other "What's up, N-word"?
What they were saying? Were they saying it to each other, or?
Yeah. Do you think that's what they were saying to each other? The slaves. Do you think that's what they were saying to each other?
Not then, but like over time, that's why they tried to desensitize it, calling each other that word, so that it takes the power out of it. So that's why it changed from the ER to the A, and then that's why like you see black people saying it as an A because it's like we tried to claim the power back from the word from like white people trying to use us that word. That's why guys like what's the name of that American brother? Like they say it in New York all the time because they're just like, yeah, bro. It's like, what's up, my bro? What's up, my guy?
It comes from the New Yorkers, bro. The whole N thing with the A.
Yes.
That is the whole New York thing. It's a New York thing. It's before they started saying it, nobody else was. It's a New York slang accent thing. Yeah. So if you were saying "What's up, my," back in the day, yeah, saying it that way and that way make no effing difference. It's saying it. Yeah, that's why they tell white people don't say it. Don't say it because you're not. Yeah, you can't be putting these words out, but it's different. So my argument, if I was a white person to you now, but it's different. It's the cool one. I can say that. It's the one with an A. What's up, my N-word?
Yeah, but I still take a problem because with things like offense, you can't tell someone what they can and can't be offended by. And that's what white people or like people who say that word try and do because they feel like they have authority to say words and tell you what you can and can't feel. And I think that's wrong. Because as a human being, you don't have any right to tell me what I can and can't feel offended by. And knowing the history of the word, there's nothing you can say to me that
I have to actually agree with you there too. Actually, however, there comes with consequences, and we're getting into 2026 now. You will get your jaw broken and all of that there if you know what I mean. People will use their hands. 100%, and it will get worse and worse. So go ahead, use the free speech, use it all, but it comes with consequences at the end of the day. Just note that. That's all. Like, you know what I mean? So I 100% agree with you.
But by the way, people, I am not condoning violence. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't condone it. I wasn't even going on that train of thought. But my point was more the fact that it's being used on so it's been desensitized all so much. Like I don't know if you've seen like those public interviews or like those off the cuff ones where they're like white to white people, or non-black people. Do you say the N-word in a song? It's like, yeah, say it like, yeah, it's just a thing. But then it's like, yeah, it's just a part of the song. I'm singing lyrics, and then you say that to a black person, you say it in front of a black person, like, why are you offended? Like, I'm clearly saying it as part of the song. These are the lyrics. I'm just rapping. Like, there's no offense.
Yeah, but I feel like they touched on that on the episode of like the new Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm not sure if you've seen it or not, but in one of the first, like in the first episode, Will Smith's character in the new Will in the show, he walks into the dressing room and he sees Carlton surrounded by a bunch of his white friends, and they start rapping and saying the N-word. Will Smith, obviously, Will in the show, I think he's saying Will Smith, but Will in the show, he doesn't stand for it, and obviously he threatens violence with it. And Carlton comes and defends it. He's like, "Oh, well, they hear it all the time in their music. They hear it all the time. And it's why can't they say it?" And it's defending it, and it's like it shows the power, like it shows both sides of how people can feel about the word in the TV show. I do recommend you go watch it if you haven't seen it already.
Yeah, Valerie is actually a very good show.
As like sorry, so like as an American, like I hear that word with my friends use all the time, but I'm black, so like for me, like I can hear somebody like saying, "Hey, what's up?" Like it would just go over my head. I wouldn't think about it. But if a white person says that to me, it doesn't matter if you say it with an A or the ER. Like it means the same thing to me coming from like another race, because like you're just trying to be rude to me right there. Does that make sense? So like it doesn't matter like what you use. Just
hold on a minute now, yeah.
Can I say something on this?
Let me give you a situation that I was actually in one time. So I'm at work, yeah, working in an office situation, yeah, and there's this young guy, yeah. So I was like 30 and he was like 20 something or 19. I don't even know. He was young, just turning 20 or something like that, yeah. Now he was rapping or he was singing along to a song that was played in the office, yeah. And he says the N-word. I'm like, and I look at him, yeah. I look at him and he's like, you know, I was just singing along to the song, right? I didn't even, but in my head, I'm like, how many times does it just slip out? Do you know what I mean? I don't think that a lot of people, especially because we desensitized it, yeah, it makes it more appropriate for people to think that it's all right for them to say, because it's okay, I'm not being offensive with it. I'm just singing along to a song.
Nah, they know what they're doing. If you say like that in front of your face, they're trying to test you like how far they can go with you. It's just like a little like they're trying to test you and see like what they can say around you and what kind of person you are.
Yeah, but you know it is also like I heard an argument where they were saying, oh, if you do say that word and you get offended or you can't say that word, then that's what's stopping like full unity and stopping the whole the black and white segregation. Because if we're really cool, then I should be able to say that word and like not feel it. You shouldn't feel a type of way, because that's just separating us as a society. Obviously, I disagree with that, but that's the point that like I know and I've heard them try to use because on some of these like community comments, because like they feel that they're being segregated for not being able to say these words in these popular songs or really be part of this black community culture, which I understand, but at the same time there's the deeper feelings and emotions that are into this, and I think that this deserves to be respected because of the history that we've come from.
I couldn't say that they would just have to stick with like guys like Eminem, who is very much accepted by the black community, but does he say it? I'm just being real there. Like I'm not, trying to start anything.
Let me ask
But I feel like
Let me ask you this question then, guys. Yeah, as a panel, yeah. And Anne, are you there? By the way, I want you to get involved as well if you're there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here, bro. I'm just waiting on my money.
We're not talking about Diddy.
That's right.
Nah, this is one of you using, Joe. I'm kidding.
Nah, he's hilarious, bro. Man pulled up like a bailiff, bro. He was like, yo.
At the door. We're talking deep topics and ends talking about money. You see,
money's money. Like I support it.
Straightforward said something.
Hold
He
on.
said we're talking deep topics. Is my money not deep topic?
Going to be, bro, are you
What
going to
deeper than racism and the N word? N. Is that
I
what
want
you're
you
trying
to know that
compare your
you're
money
talking
with?
to the man that's been
No.
Let me put this
No,
in
wait,
the
hold on,
context.
NN. Wait, we've got a topic here. We're talking about racism,
guys?
and you think your money's
Guys,
more important?
listen, I want to ask a question, but you guys keep talking over.
Can I just quickly say something, Joe? Can I quickly just say something? To put
Go
this
on,
into the context of the type of person NN is, he said Vinicius Jr. deserved the racist abuse he got during the match to help him perform better. Just to put the context of what NN is, he cares more about himself than he does anything else.
Let's speak to him. Let's speak to him. And just a quick question: are you going to be contributing to this conversation?
You're breaking up for
You
me.
broke up there, Joe.
Broke up. Yeah, I don't know if it was just
Are you going to be contributing to this conversation?
Yeah. All you man were just talking straight one after
Well,
another.
speak then. Say something.
Hey, no one gave me a chance to.
Guys, hold on. We go further though, because I did want to ask you guys about what Wrap Up put in here. Yeah, Wrap Up put in here like, you know, about the N-word pass. Yeah, so like I wanted to ask you this because you see when that young white boy said that in my office, the whole conversation came up about the N-word pass. Yeah, and if you were seeing somebody talking to their brethren, you don't know them.
Joe, I don't know if it's just me, but you're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, you're breaking up, Joe.
I could hear him
Am I
fine.
breaking up again?
Yeah, I could kind of. I
was
able to put it into the
It's like static. It's like static. Like after you say a few words, you break up.
Can you hear me now, or is it still doing the same thing?
Same thing.
Yeah,
I think it's clear enough.
Yeah,
it's clear enough, but like.
Let me just say this. Let me just ask this question, and then I'll pop out and pop back in here. How do you feel like if you walk past someone on the street, yeah, you don't know them, but you hear a white person saying to their black brethren, "Nigga this, nigga that," yeah? Are you going to pipe up and say something, or is that a conversation that you don't get involved in? Go. Let me get out and come back in.
Depends if that's going to end up in a scrap.
Yeah, depends. I'll see like their build, their size, weight, like you gotta be a lot. You gotta be a lot
Build and size.
Bro, you know that's what us guys
Pause on the size.
survival instinct. It's survival instincts, bro. I'm not trying to die.
If the guy's built like True Geordie, you're not doing nothing.
Built like True.
What are you trying to say, man? What are you trying to say?
Hey, bro.
True Geordie's had his issues with racism in the past.
I love my life, broski. I don't know about you, bro. I love my life. So
wait. How far away are they from me saying this? That depends.
No, but let's say it's like you're walking same side of the road. You hear XYZ, or maybe you're on a bus. You hear something.
No matter how far, like it's just
and then
you heard it. Like,
if he's screaming, then that might be a problem.
If
you're like whispering to his friend,
if you screaming, it's crazy.
No, but for me, honestly
level.
and truly, I don't think you should say something unless you're really, really ready for things to go like violent, and then you're gonna stand your ground. Personally, that's my opinion. Because if things go left, and then like this guy's like built like The Rock, or then yeah, bro, it's gonna have to be one of those where.
Honestly,
that's the thing as well. Like when you imagine it like this, if you press him about it, what's going to stop his friends?
Definitely say something.
No, his friends might take his side with it because then it's a 2v1 as well. Because like 2v1 as well.
He's gonna have to get licked off too. Actually, like it's whatever, like you know, it's gonna whatever.
If you're going to lick him off, you do it sometime.
Because I'm not on this
terminology
like
for everybody. So, but yeah.
I'm not saying this like straight. Oh, don't say that, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, what are you gonna do?"
I've only got my AirPods in it, so if I hear him say it through the AirPods, I might just keep it bopping.
Honestly, I'm judging his friend more than anything.
No evil here, no evil. Speak no evil.
Wait. Who you guys? Quick question for you guys, real quick. Who are you like mad at, the friend or him for saying it?
His friend is a friend that's allowing it. No, I've already said
his friend allows it, and he.
I don't know if
that's what I'm gonna look at. Be like, yo, I'm judging you.
Wait, did you say it's with the ER or the A?
Black people, I literally said black people who are allowed their white friends to say it
doesn't matter. It's allowing him to say it, though, isn't it?
If it's the ER, I don't care. I'm saying
that's what I'm saying. He has to get a slap to the face too.
Yeah. If it's the A, then I'll
a non-violent slap, but he might get knocked out.
Yeah, if it's the ER, then yeah, I don't care what size you are. But if I can hear it's like the A, like my bro, then
Joe,
it's a 50-50.
Before you left, Before you left, the thing that you were talking about, since you wanted my input, I don't think the word has lost its meaning to some people, to be honest.
You think so?
I don't
But
think so.
if you hear it though, if you hear it come up, but here's the thing: you say it. You say
wait. You say if you hear it come out your mouth, but if
you hear it, you get offended.
It's in music so much, yeah. And if you go watch any concert that has the word in it, do you think any of them, and you hear the background, do you think any of them man are closing their mouth when that word comes on?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, imagine they just like mute the mics and then when
unless you want to fight,
you can see unless you want to fight
10,000.
No, you can see that though. Go watch like UK concerts with American rappers. Like
screaming at the top of their lungs.
Partway through and let the fans sing it. You'll hear it.
I'm so anti the N-word that I would have to interact. I would have to speak to both of them.
Big man, you're not interrupting the concert.
Who's that talking?
Listen.
Who's this talking? Who's it?
It's me.
That's
Who?
Yeah, it's
King.
me.
He sounds different.
King, pull up to KG's channel, by the way. We have a court case with him.
I've been on his stream several times.
We'll talk about that.
I had to catch him lacking KG. I mean, not KG Joe. I've been waiting to see this guy. But anyway, continue.
We'll get back to that. But for me personally, I have very strong opinions when it comes to the N-word. I'm very anti it. It doesn't matter for me if you're black or whatever it is. For me, I'm on this mindset that we need to stop just using the word. We need to stop trying to make it normal. There's enough words that we can use for each other that we don't even need to use the N-word. I just feel like it's unnecessary to take that word, try and make it something that's acceptable when we know the history of it. And we just give others the opportunity to use it against us and weaponize it against us. And that's what's happening. So what they do will be like, yeah, but you use it in your song, you say it to each other. So we don't get it. But if
what do you think of like the casual use, like people use it to call their friends in obviously America, it's a different culture to the UK or anywhere else. So in America, they say it so much, like it's like, yeah, my bro, like my friend, like anytime. So
yeah,
do you think that's the same application?
Yeah, I was about to say with me, like I live in America, I hear all the time, like it doesn't like affect unless it's like coming from a white person. That's when I take it personally. Like it's just like an everyday word here for me.
If that's the case, then the word.
Can I ask a question?
Well, there's a lot.
Maybe NN and King can probably answer this because they probably know more about the African continent. How often is that word used in the African continent? Because I know it's used a lot in UK and in America, but how often is it used in Africa?
And then do you want to go first? Or?
I can go first. I can speak from a Cameroonian context, especially since English is not what the majority of speakers talk over there. So you're not really going to hear it that much. You might hear the French word for it a little bit, but it's not going to be that much. In terms of the English side, not really. And like if anyone is saying it, it's the younger generation. You're not hearing people's mum saying it. You're not hearing anyone like above in the mid-20s say it, and they're probably saying it in their friend group. No.
So it's more of it's a US and UK kind of thing then, because I know South America they use the other word, don't they?
I don't know about South America, but I think in terms of how they view it as a American word, to be honest.
Well, yeah, because
what I will say, what I've noticed in Gambia is an English-speaking country, for example, in Africa, and before you never heard it. Like when I grew up, when I was young, you never heard it. But I've noticed lately, like the past kind of 10 years, when like American hip hop really started to get into the continent, and people were like starting idolizing the likes of 50 Cent and Jay-Z, etc. You see the younger generations,
20 years,
you see time flies. They use it. They use it. Now they're trying to make me feel old, but
it comes through via American influence and music.
Yeah. It wasn't something that
which
was
is kind of like the
part
same thing. It's the same thing that we're talking about with white people. when we're talking about music. That's how it's come through to
That's
that.
another thing as well,
to the
though.
content.
That's another thing as well. When it comes down to this whole rap music and us, our culture, that why does it have to be in our culture for us to be? I hate saying that we're desensitizing the word because everybody still feels sensitive as a white person says it. So
you can
when
never
you-
desensitize it.
Well, you're not.
Let me add.
It's
Let me add on to
you
the.
still get triggered if you hear someone of a different race say it.
Bro, I want to even just touch on the same race stuff because you touched on the Africans. We heard about AJ earlier talking about when Web said the ER talking about the Africans, because when you talk about the Africans, like you can understand like the way black people say it to other black people sometimes. And I think, bro, like I hear some black people say it to black people the ER because it's like, yeah, I'm of a higher class than you, you're a lower class. Someone used the N-word said, and like, yeah, okay, technically it's not racist. They'll say, oh yeah, bro, we're the same race, but deep down I can hear intent. I don't know if you're the same. Like, I know it's like black people can say N-word, but the way it's said and the way you say it to other people, there's a way you can understand because like, oh yeah, I'm like you're saying it in a way where like, you're a lower class, like you X adjective N-word. That means you're sort of trying to describe them in a certain way. But if you just say the N-word off rip, I know the meaning is the ER. But then, yeah, that's just a feeling. Like I think that's why sometimes people try to desensitize it because they think, oh yeah, I can get away with it because I'm black as well. But then I still have a problem with that because I think you're using that to kind of put another black person down, and even though you know like the intent is like, yeah, you're trying to put them down basically. So yeah, I disagree with it.
Wait, let me answer
you
your other
know,
question you had real quick.
What's funny? Do you know what's bad? Do you know what's bad? Yeah, the fact that I'm going to tell you this right now. Black people use the N-word with an A sometimes to diss black people. So I don't think it's any different. Actually, I'm coming on this rhetoric from now on. Yeah, black people sometimes say them per N-words. Yeah,
BAM.
it's not a. Don't bullshit me. We're still being used as a diss even with the black community. So it's foolishness. This foolishness. It's stupid.
I'm with you.
Because if you can
I'm
use
with
it
you.
as a friend and still use it as a thing where look, if I call a B word the bitch, yeah. If I call a bitch, but I say that's my bitch. What's the difference? Still calling a bitch. So why is it any different calling nigga?
Yeah. That's a good example.
That's
I'm gonna say, I remember, hold on, because I almost lost my shit one time, yeah, with Crash, yeah, in the group chat. Because he said something
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean, boy? Don't come at anyway. So with black you can still use it as a diss, and you're gonna tell me that it's desensitized when I get this mad if I hear somebody call me a porch N-word. Yeah?
But that's my point, Joe. That's why I'm saying like we can't win both battles. We can't say that okay, we're trying to desensitize the word, but also it triggers. And then at the end of the day, as a community,
it's not just triggering.
Wait.
I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go.
Let him finish and then.
As a community, in the long run, what do we want to achieve with the N-word? Do we want to take it out so no one uses it? Or otherwise, what's going to happen is we're going to hear people use it because it's going to be so common, which it is these days, in songs, in movies, by trendsetters, by celebrities and all these people. And people are just going to be like, yeah, but I heard it in the song. And, you know, for next generation, it's just going to be, yeah, but it's common. We use it.
Watered down more and more. That's what it is. Watered down to the point. But you're saying that, but you see, it's the thing, though, bro, yeah. Here's the thing. Because the black people that are using it saying that, oh, but we're trying to make it so that it's desensitized. But those same black people, if they hear a white person say it, they're going to slap them or fight them.
Wait,
100%.
let me answer that for you real quick.
That's why we should stop just using it at all.
Wait. Let me answer that real quick because I'm not triggered by like just because for me it's just a word. I'm not triggered because like a white person it's because they're trying to disrespect you. I'll be triggered too if they call me a bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's not because they're using that word. It's because they're using it because they think it will be disrespectful to me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm back there.
Yeah. It's not because
Wait,
like
so wait, AJ, can I ask you a question quickly? If you have a white friend and he uses that word on you, do you think he's trying to be disrespectful to you? If he's been around you and you use that word a lot around other
The
friends of his.
context, bro. You got to understand
knows
that. Is
what
it
he's
an
doing.
like
ER?
I
Is it
don't
the
I
A?
don't allow my like white friends to say that around me because like
Yeah,
they
and how
don't
do
know
they
like
mean
so
it? When
what
they
he's
trying to
doing.
say
So
it to
if he ever
kind of
says
try
that
to fit
around me,
into
he's
the
trying to
black
disrespect
culture?
me.
See,
Yeah.
like it's all about the context of it, because with this is not to do with the N word,
I'm
but
the
it is to
same,
do
but
with a slur.
I have that energy for my black friends as well. They can't use it around me.
Yeah, like from personal
Like,
experience,
I'm just anti the word.
I was fighting with my brother one day, and because I knew I wanted to hurt him. I know his sexual persuasion. I know that he likes men. I dropped the F-bomb on him because I wanted to hurt him, and that was the intent that came from me, was because Joe, when you're just so pissed at your family, like I was willing to go that far just to hurt him.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. And
Yeah,
like
yeah, we
it's about the intent
Okay,
from
okay. Yeah,
like
no,
whoever
everybody
said
went
it.
quiet. That's why.
I feel
For
like
me,
it's about
I
the
just
intent.
hope that, and I know maybe
Wait,
it's
King
Hold on,
Connor's talking. King Connor's talking, bro. Hold on.
Oh, sorry, I can't hear him. Sorry.
Nah, I'm
Yeah,
not sure if it's my mic or not because I'm not very close to it sometimes. But
No, I can hear you.
when you look at the intent from people, like I'm not sure if it's the case for every culture, but when I watch African like people from different parts of Africa interact with American black people, there's somewhat a sense of superiority from like the African side that I have seen. Like from clips that I've seen on like Omegle and Twitter and TikTok and all that, like I see a lot more of like discrimination coming from that base. I'm not sure if like the Americans could give more of a context on like, how they feel if they've experienced any of it. But I feel like there's a lot more intent from like when people say it, like even from other black people to black people, there's always like not always, there's some intent of like hurt when saying it, or how they speak about Americans versus non-Americans when it comes to this issue.
Yeah, to feedback on what you've said there, like I think it's really important to distinguish between American culture and British culture and like African culture, because the context really determines, I think, the way you can be perceived. And understanding that American culture is normal to call it that way, to kind of judge it in the same breath as like in the UK or in Africa, where like people say it, like let's say black people say it to other black people, is I think is a different conversation. But I think white people saying it to black people can be judged like, or like any non-black person saying it to a black person, I think could just be judged in the same umbrella as just not being acceptable, because you will never know how someone will take it. And to take that risk, okay, you want to be given the N-word pass, you can only say it around that black person that you're comfortable with and has given you that right, because only they can determine whether you've given them that they're not feeling offended by not. But to say it in front of other people, not knowing how they'll feel, I think that's it's this sensitive and disrespectful, because you don't know how they'll take it, the same as your other black friend. So that's my opinion on the whole N-word pass, because it's case by case, it's person by person. How I might feel. Let me just land quickly. How I feel to my closest white friend will be different to how another person might feel. So that's just my opinion. But yeah, go on, Pav.
I just wanted to ask a question. So, like, like with all like the rapper songs, like with the N word, and that. Say you got like a non-black person listening to it in their head, and the N word is like obviously repeatedly said, but they're singing to the song in their head, and they're saying the N word in their head. Does that class them as a racist?
Nah, you can say anything in your head.
If they say it,
you can say anything in your head.
if they say it when they're singing the song, does that class them as
No,
a racist?
like in their head, like you're
No,
just
but
like
I'm asking you. I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question now.
Ninjas
If
in Paris by Kanye West. That's
if they
playing on
say
the
it,
Hawks.
if they're alone in their car singing it, and it comes up in a song and they say it, does that make them racist in your eyes?
Are we allowed to say the F word?
Let's be honest,
Anybody?
like I feel like all of them
If it
say
comes
it,
up in a
leave them
song,
It's the
alone.
same shit.
Imagine they're playing N-words in Paris.
if it comes up in a song, then are you
Can
telling
they
me
type
you're not
that
saying?
out? Can they type that word out?
It's like
I mean,
it's like
just
the fairy tale.
me and
when
just
you
be a
type
normal
in the
person.
hooks.
Just
No,
be a
no,
normal
no.
person and say brother.
It's like the Christmas song, "The Fairy Tale of New York." They don't play it on the radios anymore, or they use a cleaned version of it because of the F slur being in there for like the context it's used in the song. It was used to demean against, like it was sung by the female to insult the maleized in the song. And they now, if they do play Fairy Tale of New York, they don't play it given the context it was in, and like they just wipe the song because it's a slur in the song. Like when you listen to rap songs in the UK on the radio, they are clean versions. They don't play many of the songs with slurs in it because they don't play in the UK, I feel, as much compared to the America.
It depends what radio you're listening to, though.
Yeah,
Like, mainstream radio, definitely they're not gonna play it.
Yeah, no. When I was in work and controlling the radio, we never used to play it. Like I always used to try and prevent it, just because I wanted to have good music on, but I didn't want to also have customers complaining about anything.
So what was everyone's answer? Is it racist or not? Then, if you're singing to it by yourself,
I don't think it's racist. I don't think it's racist.
If you say it out loud, for me, I think I'm not saying it's racist, but I could take offense to it. If you say it in your head, I have to see the way you say it, like the look in your eyes, because you know, like how they have like the B word in some songs.
How
you
you
can
know
tell.
it's in the head?
You know how they have like the B word in some songs. You can see the look in the eyes, how much vim they're trying to, you know what I mean? Like,
Who's that still talking? Hold on.
Go on, Joe. I'm listening.
Let me just tell you this, yeah. That's nonsense, yeah. The only reason why that's nonsense is because you got to think, yeah. If someone is saying something in the head, all said things in our head, yeah. Here's the thing about thinking before you speak, innit? Yeah. I thought madness is in my head, but if it comes out of your mouth, also perpetuated to person of color being disrespectful or prejudiced, bro, that's when the racism comes in it. Yeah, you see someone, I know, you see like what NN said, if they're in their car and they're singing it out loud to themselves and there's chat, bro, you know how much people love DMX? Listen, if they're in their car and they're banging it out and there's nobody else that can hear them, but if they sing it in public and then they control themselves, I would see that more of like, at least they got respect. And I don't know, I wouldn't even call them racist. They're enjoying the music when they're in their privacy, and when they're outside, they're respectful to black people. So, meh.
It's really not that hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
not that
So
hard.
is it comfortable, yeah, for a black person, yeah? If say you got a white or brown person listening to a tune, they're not singing to it, but it's just playing out loud, but there's bare like NN words being used in that tune. Is it fine with people?
I know you didn't
I would
just say
probably
NN
just
words.
chuckle and move
No,
on.
like, you know what I mean? Like, not like you, bro.
Wait, I have a better question. Thank you, Pat. I have a better question. Let me ask this question real quick. So, what about people like black people that allow like their other significant other to say it while they're having like intercourse or like when they're by themselves because it's a fetish for them? Is that like?
Are we talking about?
This is escalating.
Wait, there's people that do it. You guys, like, there is like a fetish for people like that.
Is that one of your fetish? Is that what you're telling us?
No, I'm saying like you cut stuff like eyes.
Are you speaking from experience?
You seem to be very specific.
No, that's crazy. That's
That's
crazy.
the first time I've heard of that. That's the first time I've heard of that.
Wait, that's the first time you guys heard of that?
Whoa.
I'm pretty sure it's called SNM.
With that question, now you got a Meek Mill said.
It's an M. How do you even know the name of that NN?
No, that's just like the main one, slave and master, isn't it?
Slave
and
master.
Nah, hold on. Hey, NN ain't wrong. NN ain't wrong. I've heard this before. That kind of stuff has been out there before. I might have to do another show on this, yeah, because you know what, I'm gonna have to go soon. But you know what, yeah, I didn't even get to touch on the whole racism within our own community as well. Like, I did touch on it slightly, but I wanted to talk about the Somali thing as well, yeah, because
That's
the Somalians were telling me that. So look, there's another video I have here where basically Somalis have always said that, you know, they're not black. I don't know about you. I don't know about anybody else's experience, but Somalis have always told me that they're not black. Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts.
In fact, when I was younger, there was I used to have a girlfriend, right? I used to walk her to school, and I was walking her to school one day, and her brethren were talking to me, and they were Somalian, yeah. And some Somalian guys came out and said to them, "We talking to him for? You shouldn't be talking to black people." I was like, "Eh?" On his face. First time I ever heard this shit. I was like, I just said, "Bro, you're maybe even more black than I am. You're from Africa. You got more roots than me." Yeah. And he was like, "Bro, just because I'm from Africa don't mean I'm black, bro. Look at my hair." I was like, "Eh?
Yeah.
Nah, he
I was like,
this shit before I
I
can't
know what
even lie,
kind
bro.
of hair, bro. You just got a different kind of hair for black people, fam. That's what it is." He was like, "Nah, man's not black in it." There, I was like, "Okay, cool." Yeah, but I didn't know it was a thing across the world, because I don't know if you guys saw this here. Let me see if I can play this before.
Eritreans and Ethiopians. And just like any other immigrants coming to America, they have been coming there for the last 40 to 50 years. They identify themselves, many of them, as their own unique group, which is common, just like the Dominicans.
First, Somalia isn't a part of the Western world. In Somalia, a deeply homogenous community, there's no reason to say you're black. Everyone looks like you. For example, like Nigeria, people identify by tribe or nation, not race. Race, as a qualifier especially, only becomes relevant to most Africans when they leave their country and step into a world that sees them through that lens.
So as you see, this is no different than other blacks, black Latinos, that do not consider themselves to be black like we do as black Americans. But wait.
During colonization, Europeans didn't just divide our land, they divided our identities. Somalis were mistakenly told, "Ooh, you look different, you're closer to Arab, you're better." Those lies that were told by whiteness seeded the anti-blackness that still lingers today. And because Somalia was not colonized in the exact same way as other African countries, many Somalis grew up thinking that blackness was synonymous with oppression, something to escape, not embrace.
So we understand that this same playbook that the Europeans ran on Somalians was also ran amongst all other groups in Africa. And still you have Somalians who also back up this theory that they are not black.
Somalis are not black. Let me explain why. Looking at me right now, chat, am I black? I'm literally brown. I'm literally brown, bro. Think about it as well. Somalis are Arabs. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. We eat the Arab food. Bro, think about it like this, bro. If a whole community doesn't regard themselves as black, we can't be black, bro. We literally can't be black, bro. Boogie, did you eat your brain cells? Really and truly, Somalis are Arabs, bro. Think about it, bro. We're in the Arab leagues. We speak the Arab language. Bro, tell me I'm not lying, bro.
And this is
Well, listen, yeah.
Yo, can
I never knew that.
Hey,
I never knew that.
Can I start
all,
off?
all jokes
Yo,
aside,
can I
that
start off
Boogie
on
guy,
this?
he's a troll on the internet, so I don't know if he's like the best example to use.
But I told you my story as well, though, bro. My story was true.
Him and like Creamo, them guys are like the trolls on the net. So you don't know if he's the best exhibit to use as like speaking for
As
a
an
community.
African, I wanna
telling you
speak
that
on
I've
this
heard that.
topic.
I've heard that myself. I've heard that myself, bro.
Yeah, but then it goes to what that woman was saying in the video. Let's be honest. White people ain't do the only colonization in it. If we're gonna go down this route, Arabs themselves did colonizations. So them wanting to be Arab. Oh, there's an echo. Joe, have you fixed it?
Yeah, it stopped.
Yeah,
Go
it
on.
So them wanting to be Arab comes from colonization, innit? Same way that some African nations, when they move to white countries, they're accused of wanting to be white or thinking that they are white and wanting to get with white people. They see that as a status symbol. Being more closely tied to Arabic for Muslim nations in Africa is better. That's why if you look at the North African nations, most of them don't. I'm pretty sure most of them, all of them, speak French. They don't regard themselves as African. They regard themselves as Arab, even though they're not. So that's what's going on here, to be honest.
Yeah, but also I want to add to the topic.
Go for it.
Colorism is a problem in Africa. I can speak from experience. For example, in Gambia, like if you are lighter in your fade, that is seen as something positive, something more beautiful. Whereas the darker your skin is seen as something negative. So for example, when a baby is born, if the baby is light, already they will say like, oh, the baby is light, the baby is beautiful. Like they will praise that baby. But if the baby is black, you will hear in the tone is more like, oh, yeah, you know, the excitement isn't there. And that's a big problem in the black community in African nation. And it's the same all over the black African nation. And that's something that
Isn't it? Hold on. Let me ask Pav, isn't it also the same in the Asian community as well? Because I had a girl at work that used to tell me that she was so nice because she was fair. And
yeah,
you know,
100%. And that's where bleaching comes from. That's why bleaching is so popular.
But that's where colonialism comes in.
But we also have a thing where if you're like from a different kind of caste, you get looked down on as well.
Yeah, but is it because that caste is darker?
Not necessarily. It's just the way it's like. I don't know how to say it. It's not like religion because they might follow the same religion.
It's more
but
like
it's
tribes.
It's just. Yeah. It's like that. It's like that. Like the dark thing is there though, and the lighter you are, it's obviously it's more like what's the word?
Accepted.
Yeah, accepted or preferred, isn't it? Like I'm probably like
preference. There
like,
you go.
My missus is quite like light skin, isn't it? Like brown light skin, and I'm kind of like between light and medium. But the darker you are, it's just like if you was to try to get married to a chick, like, in our religion, if you're just a bit dark, it ain't happening, bro.
Ain't that mad? See what I'm saying? Colorism is everywhere. The Great White North is what everybody's trying to get to, apparently. Do you know what I mean?
Do those things? But Joe, do those things happen because of colonialism? Because let's be honest, all these countries that we've named, what do they have in common?
I think some communities are more like defensive or like more they stick more to themselves than others. And I think the Mali community are more like inner than other communities, because I think being maybe associated with the whole black community, it's quite a big community to sort of, you know, embrace and be a part of. So hearing that they're like what you were saying about, oh yeah, we're part of the brown, you know, we claim the Arabs, we don't claim the blacks.
I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna stop this colorism conversation here because I'm gonna have to bring it back to that, yeah. Because you know why? There's also black people that we all thought were cool that are now trying to separate themselves from from black people. Like, has everybody here heard about the what's it called? Them Americans that say foundational black Americans.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention them when you guys were talking about that some people don't, even some black people don't like other people using that word, or they use it against other people. Like those kind of people, they don't want anyone but them. So like foundational black Americans, they don't want anyone but foundational black Americans to be able to use the N-word. So they will take offense to you using it, Joe. They will take offense to Africans using it. They'll take offense to Caribbeans using it.
But that's just mad. That's the wrong mindset.
Wait, but who are they though?
Hold on.
They're African Americans.
Like, ignorant.
I
genuinely don't know.
Hold on.
No, wait. All right.
No, just hold on 1 second. We're not gonna get into that one. Actually, do you want to explain that real quick, yeah? But I'm gonna have to do another show on FBAs, the whole thing.
Yeah,
just surface level.
They're Americans that believe they didn't come from slavery. Basically, they believe that they were always there. So they believe that they come down from India.
Whoa. Let me correct you on that, yeah? So they don't believe that they were always there. Just as far back as they can trace, you know, when it comes to paperwork, yeah, as far back as they can trace, what they're trying to say to the white Americans is they're as much as Americans as you. So if you're going to say that we helped build this country as white people, what they're trying to say is, well, we helped build this country too, because as far back as paperwork go, yeah, we was here. Not to say that we didn't come from Africa from before, but guess what? My paperwork says I'm from here.
They'll tell you that. Some of them will tell you that.
I can understand that, because as a Jamaican, you don't go any further back than I'm a Jamaican. You don't go, I'm a Jamaican, but I'm from Congolese or something like that. And so I do kind of understand their thing where they're saying, as far back as I know, bro, I'm American. I don't know that I'm from Congo or I'm from Nigeria. I know that I'm American.
But isn't that
Nah,
where like
Joe,
African
Joe, check it out.
Americanism
Check
comes
it
in?
out.
Because they don't know where in
They
Africa
believe
they're
that the
from.
Indians weren't the only ones there, Joe. They believe they were actually black
Well, them
or
ones
black
need
looking people in America.
to. But that's stupid. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's
Is there
also
any
stupid.
proof of that, or is that just like? Is that
That's what
like
they believe, innit?
scientifically
That's
proven?
that's
About
that's what they
paperwork.
believe. Stratford.
They're talking about paperwork. They speak
You
on
know,
the paper.
like paper can be like paper trail can be manipulated so easily. Like not even.
Manipulated, bro. But here's the thing: forget manipulated, bro. At the end of the day, do you think they weren't slaves before they started making paperwork?
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah, I get you. I get what
They
you mean.
brought me here before they started. You know what? They brought so much slaves over, then they thought, oh shit, I need to keep a track on these N-words. Yeah, I need to keep how many N-words in the country? Let's start keeping track of it. There's too much of them here now. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
how many
let's
do I
start-
own?
Yeah.
That's what happened. That's when records started. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I don't understand. You must know that. Look, as a Jamaican, I know that I'm not fully like my family must have some African descent. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
100%. 100%.
and logically, when FBA say that, you know what? Yeah, nah, I'm just American. You should still acknowledge that. Yeah, I'm American as far as I know, but clearly my ancestry is some sort of African. I might not know it.
No, but the ones that do recognize the ancestry, they call themselves FBA to separate themselves from immigrants. So they want to separate themselves from other Africans that come in and maybe are first generation Africans that can actually call themselves African Americans. They
It's a
want to
lot of
separate themselves
identity
from the Caribbean.
confusion because when everyone doesn't know what their identity is, then lines get crossed, lines get blurred. Everyone starts making stuff up. Not saying that people
And
are,
I
but
feel, and
it's
don't
hard
get
to
me
know
wrong,
for
I feel
sure,
like
innit?
the FBA thing. And sorry to cut you there as well. I feel like the FBA thing is just as divisive as any other racial thing as well. Yeah, because you know what? Yeah,
100%.
it's just infighting for no reason. Imagine African Americans and FBAs are fighting against each other.
But that's what they want. Anyway, that's what they want. What we have failed to do as a black community is to be united. That's a big problem. We have to be proud of who we are and what we are, and work from there.
I mean, I have an opinion. I have an opinion on that, but I don't think it'll be well received here. Innit?
Yeah. Don't share the
Hold on. And
this
say
is a
what?
safe space.
And I'll end it. No, go on, say it, and then I'll end the show there. That'll be the last.
But he's gonna stop it when you're saying it.
I don't.
See, that's why
He's gonna stop it.
He's gonna press the outro as soon as.
When we talk about,
I want to hear what he's got.
When we talk about black community, what community are we talking about? Because I don't really think there's a community in the sense that other people have a community in. It's not the same. It's a very loose community that's not together. So when people say the black community, I could see why like if that's why Somali people say they don't want to be a part of the community, I can see that because it's a very loose community and it doesn't feel tight in it. When you go into any Somali community, you see that you feel tight in it. And if the black community feels separated, like this section here, you have your Jamaicans, you have your Africans of various descent on this section here. It doesn't feel together. That's my take on the black community.
Everybody's trying to be, and then bro. And then
But you know what's crazy? Yeah, it's not like that over here in Sweden.
Yeah, because there's less black people.
But here,
what I'm talking about is like UK and
I know what you mean because I've lived in UK, I've been to the States, and I've lived here, so I totally understand what you mean. I used to live in UK for like 8 years, so I know what you mean. But it's an interesting topic. I think we have to definitely have an episode on that specific and why it is like that.
Yeah, my closing statement
and segregation within the black community. That's what it's going to be about. That's what I'm going to.
Just make sure it don't take you a month to upload that.
No, we'll be on to him about that. Don't worry.
Real legend vibes.
Yo, drive through the door like a hurricane spinning. Backhand gang always winning, never thinning. Bricks in the vision, stacking heights like a ladder. The first reckless graduate, nothing else matters. Taught by the ball, KG, the professor. Class full of haters, no time for the lesser. Blueprint sharp, every line be surgical. Gang move wild, but the hustle's vertical. Shut up! There's a takeover anthem. Backhand gang.